Jag tror att 95% av jägarna som är helt emot vargen.
Är det för älgens skull eller?
Ja, det tycker jag för att det är fint vana det att de tycker det går lite grymt till vägarna som älgarna blir tagen på det viset. Och att de blir skadade och går kanske flera dagar ibland i en del djur, för det har de ju sett.
Han har varit bort i 100 år, så kan han vara bort i 110.
Ja, men nu har den kommit.
Ja, han har kommit. Ja. På ett kantigt vis har han kommit.
Men har jag chansen och är ensam så skjuter jag han.
Men du vet att det är olagligt.
Ja, vem ska ta mig för det?
For Swedes, their coffee and pastry break is a ritual, embraced with all the vigor of a constitutional right. In the interest of family values, new moms and dads split 16 months of paid paternal leave any way they like. Swedes are leaders among Europeans with their social legislation. And Swedes believe that every citizen, regardless of their family's economic status, gets quality health care and education. We requested the house specialty and were overwhelmed with the bounty of the Baltic.
Håbo igår var ute på en båtövning som det hände.
Halloj! En varg!
I Stockholms län finns 4 eller 5 vargar. Den här var...
Jag var lite chockad, som man hör lite på filmen också, att det brukar inte simma omkring vargar i Mälaren.
Pardon the nature reserve. 7 o'clock in the morning, January 2021. We're going to go looking for the wolves today. Of course we may not see them. We've got a couple of camera traps though, and we're going to stick them out. There's a path about 1 kilometre from here along a lakeside down there, and I've seen a couple of moose kills, old ones down there, but also some wolf shit. So the going's very difficult though. It's no big boulders, the bedrock's not far underneath here, it's really rough ground, deep snow, cold, pretty nice though. So this is the hut. I made it a few months ago, over a few weeks. Come on in. Here are a couple of moose bones from down in the forest, not far from here. They've been chewed up. The wolves have eaten every single bit of this moose. I couldn't find anything apart from these 2 thigh bones, and another site also 2 thigh bones the same, and nothing else to be seen anywhere. So I think all eaten, but these are too big to eat. I'm walking down into the forest looking for the wolves. I'm going to go and check the camera traps and try and make my way down to the boat and then along the lakeside and then back to my hut. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. It's actually like being a kid, this, eh? Christmas time in a Christmas movie.
The biggest challenge in wolf hunting is to find the pack. It's here on this mountain. It's just finding which draw they're living in today, because tomorrow can be they'll be in a different location.
Well, it appears I may have found the wolves already. Some markings anyway. It snowed last night again, but looks like big dog tracks around here. I'm guessing that's wolf. It's hard to be 100% certain because it snowed a little on top of them. I've seen a lot of fox tracks in here, but these seem a little bit bigger. Leaving it at an angle stops the snow building up on top of the sensors and the camera. We've got it pointing down here. There's a load of dog food. Oh, I've got another one positioned here. They both set on photographs, and I think this one might be set to take 5-second videos. Let's see what happens.
I made sure to keep my energy calm. It's important to greet a wolf openly so they can learn everything about you and trust you. This means keeping low so you are less frightening, while placing a strong foot on the ground to prevent yourself from being knocked down, as they are very powerful and will insist on being acknowledged. When wolves greet, they will want to lick inside your mouth. This is perfectly normal for them, and this is what they do to one another on a daily basis. If you can tolerate it, you should allow this, as they will trust you more and can learn everything about you as a person, which includes your body chemistry, if you are sick or well, what you have eaten, and also if you are kind and non-threatening to them. Body movements should be calm and fluid. Sharp movements will frighten and shock them, making you look threatening. So gently, gently is the answer. Despite Marit being the leading female, Braga, the large male, was indeed top of the pack, and he had decided that my ear and tummy tickles should be just for him, and was not slow in coming forward with his snarls and piercing stares at Marit to let her know that he wasn't happy that she was commanding my attention. It's quite hard to keep still during a wolf altercation, especially when it's happening right in front of your face, all teeth and snaps. But it's very important not to move in case of redirected aggression onto you. The altercations only lasted a little while, and it soon all died down. so created a rallying response with the wolves, which is why they ran off at the end. Wolves gather and rally together before and after a hunt, and when they want to gather members of a pack together in unison. Eventually the wolves came back and settled down again. It was amazing to see how beautiful they were. Their favourite food is moose, but also deer and other mammals, such as badgers, beavers, hares, rodents and birds. Wolves can live up to 10 years of age in the wild, but the average is around 6 due to death from fighting, disease, poaching, road accidents and starvation. In captivity, their age can reach 20 years.
A zookeeper is dead after being mauled by a pack of wolves she had raised since they were puppies at one of Sweden's most popular wildlife parks. Colleagues found the woman's body surrounded by wolves after they realized she had been feeding the wolves for longer than usual. Zoo employees made a human chain to force the wolves off of her body, but it was too late. The mayor spoke with the zoo's president, who expressed his sympathy. The zoo is known for its wolf enclosure because visitors are permitted to enter and pet the animals. But the local reports the zookeeper's death isn't the first time the wolves have acted up. A TV naturalist was also attacked by the same pack of wolves in 2007, according to My Joy Online. He spoke out about the wolves over the weekend after the fatal attack. We have to stop interacting so closely with the wolves. It's wrong. The risk is too great. We must recognize they are dangerous animals. The zoo does not plan to put down the animals, but plans to review all of its procedures.
Until recently, wolves have always had a bad press. In every society, folklore hasn't been kind to them. Even in sparsely populated, environmentally conscious Sweden, the wolf has been persecuted to the point of annihilation.
The wolf was extremely intensively hunted by all possible methods, not only by shotguns, rifles, but also by poison and traps of all different kinds.
There's more to the decline than the age-old fear of the predator. It's a question of coexistence. Moose hunters saw the wolf as a competitor, and to livestock farmers, it's always been public enemy number one. In the remote regions of Sweden, it's been next to impossible to enforce the law forbidding the killing of wolves. Even today, some still see the extinction of the wolf as a desirable state of affairs.
We went skiing along the road, and suddenly we heard one shot. We went on, and when we come up where the area was free, we heard 2 shots again, and then we saw 2 people on scooters, and after a while they went away, but first they stood on their knees and put snow over something.
That something was a wolf. The 2 men were caught, fined $7,500 and jailed for 6 months.
We want to have permission to shoot. If we see a wolf attack our reindeer, we want to shoot the wolf, but shoot it legally.
It'd be nice to believe there's such a thing as balance in nature, but of course there isn't. Everything is change. Well, it's a bit of a, not exactly a blizzard, but there's a bit of a snow shower going on. And I found this slightly less luxurious shelter that someone's built here in the woods. So I'm taking shelter in it for a moment while I tell you the story. Is it too dark? Can you see me? Well, I tell you the story of Sweden's wolves. In 1647 in Sweden, a bounty was placed on wolves, meaning that the government would pay you for any wolf that you killed. So this situation continued. The next waypoint I'm going to mention is 1820. This is the last recorded incident that I can find of wolves, wild wolves, killing people. And this was the Wolf of Gilsing, which there are conflicting reports on how many people it killed, but perhaps it killed 10 children. This was in 1820. The wolf was hunted down and shot in 1821. This, however, began a huge cull of wolves all around Sweden. For example, between 1827 and 1839, 6,790 wolves. The bounty was claimed on 6,790 wolves from the Swedish government. I don't have exact figures, but seemingly between 1840 and 1860, even more wolves were killed. This pushed the Swedish wolf population to very low numbers in the south of Sweden. However, they were still quite common in the north of Sweden. Eventually, a number of factors, including better firearms and the arrival of the snowmobile, allowed the Sami people to hunt the wolves to extinction, the last one being shot in, I think, 1966. Ironically, this is also when they were protected within the Kingdom of Sweden. There's no record of any pack in Sweden, any breeding pair of wolves in Sweden between 1966 until the mid-1980s, when wolves, probably having immigrated from Russia, were discovered in the southern forest in the 1980s, a pack of 10 individuals. Since the first rejuvenation of wolves in the early 1980s, the wolf population in Sweden grew to 30 individuals in the 1990s. And then to 200 individuals in 2010. However, in 2010-2011, the Swedish government began to license the shooting of wolves as a reaction to the wolves preying on domestic cattle. The population has crept up, and today the population lies somewhere around 400. Okay, let's move on. It's too cold to sit in here. Pretty snowy, pretty nice. Been putting sunflower seeds out around this hut. Just noticed there's a little grey bird has come to eat the seeds. It's flitting about over there. You see it? It's got a yellow breast and grey top.
Arr! Gå hem! Gå hem! Gå hem! Gå hem med dig!
Lomama sees the cold, white flakes of snow for the first time in his life. His language has no word for them. But nature is extremely resilient, and over time it has developed many strategies for survival.
These are the freeze-tolerant wood frogs of Canada. They survive in our environment for 8 or 9 months, frozen solidly under the ground.
It's so easy to get lost in the forest here. My advice to you if you go wandering in these forests is to take a compass with you. I've become lost and disorientated 100 metres from the hut cutting firewood. I'm walking back the way that I came out and making myself a bit of a path. Hopefully could be just seen even though it might snow on it. So I follow my own tracks back to the hut, and this is how I avoid getting lost. So this is a branch to my hut. This is the way I came down. This is the boat, and this is to the wolf camera trap position. Well, I managed to find my way to the lake without getting lost. This is the boat, not mine, someone's project. A lake of ice. Okay, Jonah, do you think we caught a fish? What's up?
Freezing.
Are you freezing? Okay, so we left this overnight.
It's hard ice.
Yeah. It's frozen. Seems to have got a bit icy.
Uh-oh.
I thought this might happen, so I got that.
Yes.
You were worried we'd fall through the egg.
Shit.
Europe remains in the grip of icy cold. Inland, it is unbearable. But the return of daylight brings hope to the hearts of the desperate. One group decides to make for the south. Henry and Michelle are among that group. Their only chance of survival lies in flight. Staying where they are means certain death. They want to reach the Mediterranean. There, where it's warmer, they hope things will be better. But they face a long and dangerous journey on foot.
Uh-oh.
Nothing's touched it, I can see it.
See it? Oh, shit. Where's it? Oh, yeah. The tuna and stuff still there.
Nothing's eating it.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonah, you just grab up the fishing.
Oh shit! Stop the boat! Did Maverick jump in? Yeah, he jumped in. Stop. Come here, boy. Holy shit, dude. Maverick, come here. What are you doing? Get over here. Jeez. Really? Really? Unnecessary. That bait's in the water. It's very dangerous. How do you get over here? On this side. Over here. Maverick, come here right now. Come here right now. No, over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. You deserve to be bit in the ass by a dolphin. He took a leak. What are you doing? What do you think?
Wolves are happy to kill a cow or a sheep if that's what it needs to do in order to live and get by. And of course that's tough, or can be tough, for the livestock owner.
Yeah, you got him.
Yes.
Holy shit, dude, that happened quick.
Did you get him?
Yeah, Jackson got one for sure. That was insane, son.
There were so many of them. Did you see all of them?
Yeah.
Dude, there were so many of them. Dude, I shot a huge one. That thing was giant.
That white one got away, but that's okay. You got a freaking wolf.
You got one, Dad. I saw him drop.
Did he?
Yeah, he dropped, got back up, and was limping. Mine dropped right here, was squirming around for like a minute, and then got back up and ran over that hill.
I don't know if I hit him. I kind of let him, but...
No, you hit him. 100%. I saw him drop. Dude, mine was walking, and I was like, anyways. There was like... a tsunami of wolves.
In the Endangered Species Act, it's pretty clear that when a species is endangered, it does not matter if we can find why that species is valuable or not. The species is valuable according to the Endangered Species Act just because.
Hey, he's right there, bud. You got one, for sure. He's right there.
Yes.
That is insane.
Oh my god, he's big.
Look at that.
Oh, I shot him in the gut. Oh, that's excellent.
Dude, that's your first wolf, son.
Oh my god, he's huge. Look at the canines on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, where was the...
He was quartered to you.
Yeah, no, that's the exit wound.
Yeah, yep. Freaking
Oh, look at
badass.
that spider on his face.
That is so cool, bud. Oh, hold that for a second. Get in there, hold his head up.
Oh my god, look at that. He's huge.
Son, that is insane to get your first wolf.
Oh,
bud.
this is awesome.
Are you in disbelief that you just got one?
Yeah. Like, I can't even speak words right now.
I can't even believe it. It's insane.
I thought he went all the way over.
No, he flopped right there. All right.
Now we gotta go find yours.
Let's go see if I hit mine. All I did was lead. Well, that other one was over the hill when I shot. Yeah, dude. You are freaking right. I hit that sucker on the dead run.
Let's go, Dad.
Dude, we pulled a double.
Let's go.
No freaking way.
I told you. I saw him drop. He dropped right there in that dip, Dad.
What do you think of that, bud? First double. That's pretty cool, dude. I'm stoked you got your first wolf. What do you think about it?
That's bigger than yours.
Yeah? It's bigger than mine? It's pretty cool you got one. And it is bigger.
Thomas, il capoterait, man. C'est huge.
Tabarnak. Tabarnak. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
Passez-moi à droite, passez-moi à droite.
On est sec.
Tu l'as-tu?
Capoté.
Tu l'as-tu?
Claire.
Tu l'as vu, man?
Vidéo HD. Hein.
What? Oh, wow. Vous vous rendez compte que je suis en ski?
Yo, je capote.
Je peux pas partir.
Je capote, man.
Blue cheese, I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to the sleeping like no sleep. Bitch, I'm on my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar be bringing them gas out. I still got some rats stuffed in the trap house. Just the 42, I'm blowing her back out. I'm back with this bullshit, swim back with a full clip. They say I'm ruthless, and my shooters they shoot it. I'm sick of that ruthless.
So we're going to cut these trees down here across the road, load them in the back of the car, take them down to the hut. Easy peasy.
Bitch, I'm on my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. With the 42, I'm blowing her back out. I'm back in the bullshit.
I'm out in the forest at night. I forgot to mark the exact position of the camera trap on my phone. It started snowing again. So I came back in. I know the forest a bit here. I'm not really afraid, but a branch touched me on my head and I felt a little fright go through myself, so I must have a tiny bit of nerves. And also I heard something like a yelp, you know, a doggy yelp in the distance, but I might have just imagined it.